The following is a non-profit fan-based parody. Lobotomy Corporation, Library of Ruina, Distortion Detective, Leviathan, and Limbus Company are owned by Kim Ji-hoon / Project Moon. Please support the official release.
Verg, block it ahead. Permission to vroom vroom?
Alright, let's proceed.
Okay, here comes bumpity bumps. Expensive washer fluid. Verg said he paid a fortune.
You almost called me Bug Guy, didn't you? Once again, my name is Gregor. The same way you're called Dante and not Clockface. Say, bus girly, where are we headed?
Once again, my name is Charon. The same way you are called Gregor and not Bug Guy.
She really did.
Verg said, the sinners will go to District 4.
What ho! Did District 4 fall upon my ears? That place is known to be the home of the Grass Maiden! 'Tis the origin of the heroine's journey, and 'twas the...
Bloody hell. You're rattling on and on and on. Can't you just shut up and let the trip go in peace?
Why, I had remained silent until mere moments ago!
I said to shut up!
Sorry. Did you happen to realize you're being louder here?
Even if you can't die, you sure as hell can suffer, no? So say that again.
I say the right thing, and your first response is violence? Shows how refined you are.
Trenches. To ride against noisy crying hogs entails scaraging.
Senseless violence shan't be forgiven! I will bring about justice!
Aw, I knew this would happen. Left a spot on my clothes. Look, do you guys really have to fight next to me?
I can't even look away for a minute without things going sideways, can I? You four, cleaning duty for the next month.
Such unfairness! I merely sought the hand of justice!
Oh, also, tell them to do my laundry too. Blood doesn't wash off as easily as wine stains. Sheesh, Dry cleaning's costly.
Dante, I'd like you to turn back the clock. So that's what you look like when you're puzzled. I'll keep that in mind. Miss Faust.
It's the same thing you did the day we first met, Dante. Though I suppose that was more of an instinctive reaction. Now, let's try again. Close your eyes. In fact, the door's everywhere. However, only you can see it, for the stars in your sky have not fallen.
Ugh. What's it like, coming back from decapitation? Did your heart race?
Isn't it your job to bring us back? If your job's done, then step aside before I knock your dumb clock off.
Please wait. Dante looks like they're in a lot of pain. So we really should... No!
Next time, Clockface, you're crushed. Are we clear?
You really are as coarse as you look.
Was dying once not enough for you?
It seems we are overdue for some proper discipline. Rule number 1. Do not let me hear weapons clash inside the bus. Any of you break this rule from this moment on, you will be begging for me to kill you before I'm done. I'm sure you're aware that I am capable of far more than just that, yes? Apologies, Dante. I need to rewind the clock again. Let's open that door while I'm still feeling generous enough to ask you nicely, Manager Dante. Oh, and if it's the pain that you fear, if that's why you're shaking your head, I'll gladly help you with that. The agony of rewinding won't even make you bat an eye once I've finished. A surefire way to boost your pain tolerance, don't you think?
Did I hear you correctly? Our manager clearly declined your request.
Ew, this interruption is ill-timed.
I was informed when I joined the company that the executive manager would be my superior, not you. I would say the manager has made themselves perfectly clear by shaking their head.
I see. So the A decided to step in now. Is that it? Then let me make myself perfectly clear to you as well.
As you wish, Executive Manager.
Thank you very much.
Pardon me, I have a question.
Inquire.
Verily, I understood the first rule well. What is the second rule then?
Really? Why are you so eager to learn that?
Rule number 2. No littering cigarette butts on the bus. They leave burn marks. Hold on. The bus should be this quiet. Where's the engine roar? Sharon, why aren't you speeding up?
No food. Mephi is hungry.
Good. We could use something to lift up the mood. A vehicle needs fuel to run. Sharon, try flashing the headlights a bit. Like stage lights.
Mm-hmm. It's dance timey.
Wait, if we do that, we're effectively asking to be attacked.
That appears to be the intent.
Sorry?
Oi. Leave all your stuff behind and get off. You got 30 seconds. 10, 9... Hey, you skipped 20 of them. Well, say your prayers for the other 20.
Why am I surrounded by duelards left and right?
What'd you just say?
How cowardly of them to ambush us! They must be villains without a shadow of a doubt!
Alright, everyone off. And one more thing. We want them half dead, not dead. Clear?
Huh.
They all look like they're out of their minds. Don't you think so too? That's right. It was by my choice. I'll get used to all this. Right?
Tis what I would have done even if the company recruited me not. Look, yon horde of evil approaches.
Gee, when was the last time I had a feast? Even a big blocky machine eats better than we do.
Do mind that all meals are portioned in appropriate amounts.
It's not nearly enough to get me going.
It's enkephalin, an energy source extracted by Lobotomy Corporation.
You mean the previous Elf Corp? I heard they produce energy using its singularity, though all that remains of the company now is rubble.
Correct, which is why it's become a rarity these days. However, Mephistopheles is capable of forcibly extracting enkephalin from the body. Yes, enkephalin can only be extracted from the brain and spinal nerves. It can be harvested from live subjects at greater efficiency. One might ask, then why feed the whole body? The answer is simply that their blood and muscle tissue can also be processed into fuel. While enkephalin is used to generate ignition and thrust, the leftover organic matter is used to sustain velocity, which in turn reduces the bus's enkephalin demand.
A hybrid.
Not at all. No work is tough for Faust.
If anyone's doing the heavy lifting, it'd be us! Hey, Manager Bud, more incoming!
Hey, that's enough. Our guest will be here any moment.
I have determined that we will need a guide, as this is our first trip to a dungeon.
Excuse me, are you guys from the Limbus company? Ah, it looked like it. I am Yuri. I was a former employee of the previous L Corp. I look forward to working with you guys.
Has to be Lobotomy Corporation.
Correct. we will move on to explore the former branch facilities of Lobotomy Corporation. That is, the fallen L Corp.
If I were you, I wouldn't have taken part in this. Being a fallen wing and everything, I doubt your employment ended on pleasant terms.
What are you on about? Any point in your life can be pleasant as long as you have money to spend.
Heard those places are still teeming with monsters to this day.
Not monsters, abnormalities. Regardless, what you said is true, but it is also home to more important things than those entities. In the deepest zones of these branch facilities are plant-like growths that have only recently begun to form. The essence of L Corp's technology.
If you remember what I said a few days back, I offered you the chance to eventually engrave your aspect. Once this essence, the golden bow, is retrieved, it'll be easy as pie.
There's no need to rouse your brain trying to remember what you can't. It'll all come back in due time.
Oh, does that mean we won't have to feed people into our vehicle?
We could also grab some ego if we're lucky. So that's 3 rats with 1 stone.
So, Miss Yuri, what have you been up to since the layoff?
It appears to me that thou art an honorable fixer. It is said that all fixers exude the noble scent of heroes.
I don't know who gave you that idea, but fixers are anything but noble or heroic. The only scent you'll smell is the miserable stink of wage slaves.
It couldn't have been easy to find another job so soon. Good that you're holding up.
Well, for now, I'm just a contract worker.
Aha, that explains why you decided to crawl on back there. Did they promise to promote you to team leader or something if you struck gold in your former workplace?
Well, I mean, my contract might get extended if I return with some result.
Right. A good result is something to risk your life for if you want to earn a permanent spot.
And what a futile life that is.
Hey, what's with the sarcasm? Is something a problem?
I don't know. I have a problem with every single thing I'm hearing right now.
You want to fit in fast if you want to make a job easier. Tyrone, time to go. Our guest has taken their seats.
Murphy's turn revived. Chadon's raring to drive.
I'm sorry to ask, but if I have the map, how do you know what route to take?
By using intuition. Chadon's intuition.
What?
Pinky hair, explain why you're wagging that odd paper in Shannon's face.
Because you kept going in a weird direction. Here, take a look at this map. Our destination is to the southeast of here.
Follow the heart. That's where the true path lies.
Hear, hear! We all must follow as our hearts lead.
You're just admitting that you cannot read a map.
You took the words right out of my mouth.
Woo! Did our driver make a new friend?
Pinky keeps on blabbering. I know the way.
No, I mean you're going to the wrong direction.
Look ahead. More obstacles. Do I vroom vroom?
No. Tyrone, hold on a moment.
Oi, looky here. Nice bus you got here. Why don't you give me a ride?
I guess Mistopheles could use a helping of desserts. Get on down. He needs to be fed just a bit more.
Okay, now Karen, tell me, is this east or west?
Charon only knows two directions. Mephi's front and back.
How did you come so far with a driver who has zero sense of direction?
Charon, like I said, the sun rises from...
Chiquita, aren't you going to join them too?
I beg your pardon. I am no child, and most certainly not little.
Wouldn't be on the youngest side either. Some nests used to conscript anyone old enough to hold a knife. Not frequently, but it sure as hell did happen. Interested in learning about wars, Manager Bud? Don't get me wrong, Manager Bud. I'm not trying to criticize you or anything. Heck, it's actually a pretty stand-up attitude for a boss, I'd say. Still, ignorance is a gift you should savor while you have it. if you ask me. Once you're burdened with knowledge, there's no going back.
Wait, no, Karen, you should have turned right at that intersection.
It's okay, Charon. We can turn around at the next junction.
The woes of a driver.
Well, looks like we have more pressing matters at hand. Ain't that right, Manager Bud?
Enough squabbling. More enemies inbound.
You end up shoving my pals into that bus. You sick bastards. Are you nuts? You'll pay for this. We're just gonna leave with that bus, but now I gotta see you all bleed.
Verg, the fuel is acting up. Charon gets woozy when many mouths start being noisy.
Nothing to worry about, Sharon. They'll shut their mouths soon enough. Off the bus.
Okay, now let's look at the map again.
Kelon, can you please focus?
It was made exclusively for us, to be more precise. You don't appear to be catching the nuance. I can tell as much without hearing it verbalized. There's nothing that Faust doesn't know after all. It only took the expected amount of time. Faust is a well-renowned genius. She knows the ins and outs of the city.
Oi, if you're so smart, why don't you help those twits of a driver's side figure out the way? Can't sleep a wink with their constant bickering.
Faust is no meddler. She answers questions, but doesn't intervene without being asked first. Additionally, there is no greater joy for a human being than to ponder on problems in order to grasp an answer. Faust would rather not spoil that delight.
He wouldn't get it. I doubt he's pondered on anything ever.
You and me both, Manager Bud. You and me both.
You know those pals?
Huh? Give me a break. There's no way I'd actually know someone in the corner of Backstreet.
Gosh. Dante, thank goodness your head is shaped like a clock. I would have gagged if my manager was a huge bug.
Isn't that the same type of augmentation you have, Gregor?
They stitch disgusting insect heads to their necks on purpose.
You'd better stay away. Wouldn't want to catch the pest, nay?
Is that true?
Just a joke. Is my sense of humor not fly with kids your age?
Most former G-Corp employees were given biomimetic augmentation procedures like Gregor was.
You used to work for the old G-Corp, Gregor? That company must have been...
I wonder, where do people like them sleep at night?
For many, the sky is the roof over their head, and the stars are their firelight.
Aha! So, they're the poetic sort.
And I see they're bent on setting our way. Aren't you going to get off, Gregor?
Care to explain what you're calling my name, specifically?
Well, I'd rather not be the one to run about someone else's history. Take the lead, Gregor. You know the reason full well.
You're one nasty fellow. I'm not too fond of being in the vanguard.
Hold on. I've seen that face before.
Mostly on flyers and magazine covers, I'd bet.
Not really important right now, manager. Don't think we have the time for reminiscing.
Why are they showing their buggy sites out in the open anyway? They'd make kids cry. Really ought to take some concealing lessons from our Greg over here, right?
I'm a special case. The procedure makes those buggy parts grow on the head most of the time. Although, I'm not sure if I consider myself lucky.
It feels like they're trying to stop us from getting to the branch facility for some reason.
Are they after the Golden Bough too?
Maybe. And I'm sure they have their own wishes. Isn't that so?
What's that look for? I haven't got a clue either.
We're here. Chana knew the way all along.
No, you didn't. Sinclair and I were next to you the whole time, pointing you to the right direction.
I'm glad that you at least learned to tell the difference between southeast and northeast, Charon.
This is my first time seeing it with my own eyes too. It can't have been long since that happened.
My goodness. How can a building be in such a derelict state?
This is a surprising scene for our rich boy, is it?
Cut the chatter. Off the bus. Now.
They're fixers from the same office as Miss Yuri. They are experienced explorers who have delved through the branch facilities of L Corp a number of times.
An introduction, then. The person on the left is Hopkins, and the one on the right is Aya.
Greetings.
The Red Gaze. It's such an honor to meet you. I've heard so many stories of your deeds. To see you in person.
See the shabby warehouse there? That's where the stairs leading down to the branch facility are. From there on, Yuri will be your guide.
Yeah, you're right.
These fixers aren't rookies either. Count on them to deal with any complications. That should be enough, yeah. It's as far as I can accompany you. I'll be waiting back at the bus. You're sorely mistaken if you expect me to babysit you forever. Dante.
So you'll take a backseat and idle away all alone?
If I get myself involved, the expedition would be a little too free of challenge, wouldn't it? It turned to a happy little tour.
In other words, you want us to come back red, black, and blue.
That's the kind of line people with ulterior motives say.
Think as you like. I got you guides and all. Go make it count.
Yes, I certainly won't disappoint you, Mr. Red Gaze.
I'll try my best, I think.
Dante, a word. Let me warn you in advance that the guides are only grade 8 fixers. It means they're low-ranked drudges. Errands being their main task. Put them to use, but don't rely on them. You might be the only one on the bus I can talk to in any meaningful way. Well, best of luck, Dante.
Hey there. Next time on Limbus Company, Dante and us, the sinners, will be going through the old lobotomy corporation and finding the golden bow. Maybe something will happen there. Maybe my day will change. And we find the golden bow, quick and easy. But until next time, grab some apples while you wait, and it should be